What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at one to watch Tomori. I thought, you know what, he looks a good card. There is a few decent cards in one to watch, obviously Messi being the top dog, Lukaku coming in a nice second, but I think Tomori is definitely going to be overlooked slightly. He's coming in at about 50k on the PC and the Xbox and about 64 on PS according to Footbin, and I think this card's going to be a very, very nice addition. If he can literally just get one feature, he goes straight up to pretty much an 84, which puts this card on the map. Already great pace on him. Obviously acceleration would be a nice one to get up a little bit more. 80 defending, 79 physical. He's already got what, 73 and 62 agility balance. Isn't bad for a centre back. Obviously we would like a little bit more composure with say a +5, maybe a +6. Then obviously his composure is going to go up to what, at least over 81 I'd say. Short pass and long pass again would upgrade with him. I don't personally know why this guy's put a backbone, but you're definitely going with the anchor or the shadow. Obviously the shadow would get you an 85 rated centre back, which would be 89 defending and 92 pace. If you went for the anchor, obviously you get a bit more on the physical. Again, turn him into an 85 centre back with, or in fact, yeah, turn him into an 85 centre back with 87 pace, 87 defending, and also 85 physical. So it is kind of a toss up between what would you prefer, a little bit more physical or straight out pace and defending. Personally, in my choice, I'm going to go with the anchor. Unfortunately, no traits, just because you obviously already have great sprint speed from him, and then you get that big bonus of the +10 on the strength, taking that up to 91, as well as his jumping as well, and then you also get 84 aggression. I think that balance is going to be wonderful, and that's going to be a perfect split once we get a team of the week. If it is a feature, we can then really ramp him up. More than likely in game he'd be looking at like an 87, maybe even an 89, depending on how they've actually upgraded him. So let's jump into him, see if he's worth 50k and if you should actually get him. Tomori looking at Pedro Giroud doing some cheeky foot around him. It's a great tackle by Cash down the line. Tomori dealing with it, lovely. Not really going to see too much there, but it's very nice play already. What can we find from him? I don't know, he's one of these centre backs that I do think he's going to be quite well, and literally just one upgrade, one featured team of the week could change this whole dynamic for the card. Tomori coming in and taking it, not actually as clean as I'd like, but he takes it nonetheless. Tomori with a big job at watching Neymar pops out, and I've really left him open there. Does manage to kind of cover the space, and Cash is going to do it once more for us. Tomori again in the middle, watching it. Beautiful interception, and we see it out with him. Just a cheeky little ball roll. Benzema's going to try something, and that is poor passing. Need to get it out a little bit cleaner than that, but we do manage it in the end. Tomori so far not put a single foot wrong. Tomori and Messi takes it away. Solid defending from him, really putting in them chances, and that is exactly what you want from him. And like I say, he's going to be that better centre back, someone with a little bit more pace on him, and that is something that you really want in a centre back this early on, and especially in the Serie A where you've already got someone like Koulibaly at 88 rated. If we could literally get an 84 Tomori, you'd be absolutely laughing for that centre back partnership. And again with the interception and a pass straight out, but unfortunately we can't capitalise. If we can, Ginola's running forward. We have got a left foot on him. Little dink. Oh, it's just too slow. So going into the overall for Tomori, as we can see, he is dropping now under 50,000 coins. And as we're going to go through it, he will drop more and more. And probably, I'd say he's got to hit about 30k at the very minimum, just because even though he is kind of a named player, somebody who's got some decent stats, he's still only 79 rated and requires an inform. That is unfortunately just the kind of be-all and end-all of it. He needs to have the upgrade, and I think then the price really hits the next level, and especially if it is the feature, as we've seen with Felipe Anderson, we saw with Tony, we saw with, who's this week? We saw with Jonathan David. They've all had a huge upgrade from like a 78, a 79. I think two of them were 78, all the way up to an 84. So if we get the same treatment with Tomori going up to an 84, a +5, it really puts him in the rating. And this is why I really like the Team of the Week feature. I think it literally is a great feature to the game in general. It adds some little bit of spice. You kind of look at a player and think, maybe with one inform going up to an 81 or an 82, they'd look alright, but imagine having their first inform go straight to 84. That is absolutely perfect, and they can increase it as we go along. So for instance, when we go like 2, 3, 4 months into the game and informs are starting to become a little bit less, and 84 doesn't do it for you, even if then they could potentially go and give like the 78 all the way up to an 86 to an 88 to kind of keep up with the players as well. That is just an option, and hopefully they do something like that, because obviously then that keeps more Team of the Weeks relevant as they get upgrades as well. So it is a fantastic option. I think Tomori would greatly benefit from it. With obviously the anchor is what I'd go with, and this is kind of the cool part about the feature is you for instance give him a +5. So realistically we're looking at the composure goes from a 76 to an 81. Normally composure goes up by +1 per plus overall. Defending probably goes up to what, a 91, maybe a 92 at best. Physicality goes up to say a 90, maybe an 89 depending on what they're going to give him. We then see a little bit more on the passing, maybe we see a +5 or +10. You got really nice passing. Then we then look at the balance and agility going up by +5 or +10. We're looking high rated all over the pitch, and I think most definitely this card then would turn into a fantastic one. Great links into the Prem, nice link to Koulibaly if you did him, and obviously Cordoba if you wanted to go with kind of a higher rated player, a higher priced player, and then he is just fantastic. So I think this card has more potential than actually what he has now. He's a cracking little cheap beast right now, but I think potential wise he's got a huge one in comparison to a lot of the one to watches. So overall for right now I have to give him like a solid 7. I can't give him any higher. I think he is very good for a 79, but the potential is definitely a 10 out of 10 with this one. One correct inform and he is absolutely to the moon. So hopefully you did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button as well as subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next one. Peace.